Armed Forces of the Philippines completes hitch-free resupply mission at Ayungin Shoal as Chinese ships still spotted out. The Armed Forces of the Philippines delivered food supplies and rotated its troops on board the Philippine Navy ship BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal in the West Philippine Sea on Tuesday, March 4th, without any harassment from Chinese maritime forces. Colonel Xerxes Trinidad, chief of the AFP Public Affairs Office, said the rotation and resupply mission was executed closely with the Philippine Coast Guard and completed with no untoward incident. In a video footage provided by the AFP, it showed civilian vessel MV Lapu-Lapu docking alongside the World War II-era ship BRP Sierra Madre during the rotation and resupply mission. This marked the fifth consecutive unimpeded rotation and resupply mission by the AFP at Ayungin Shoal, following similar operations on July 27, 2024, September 27, 2024, November 15, 2024, and January 24, 2025. Martin Romualdez says on inflation rate slide is that numbers don't lie. This was House Speaker Martin Romualdez's upbeat reaction to the continued drop in inflation rate, which slowed from 2.9% in January to 2.1% in February this year. He said that they know how tough the past few years have been, but the numbers don't lie. Inflation is going down and our economy is getting stronger. This is the result of sound leadership, strong policies, and the resilience of the Filipino people. He added that the people in the House of Representatives fully support those kinds of efforts by passing laws that make life easier for ordinary Filipinos, whether it's lowering food costs, ensuring stable energy prices, or creating more jobs. Malacañang to comply with the Supreme Court's decision on the excess PhilHealth funds. A palace official said Malacañang will not oppose any decision of the Supreme Court regarding the 60 billion pesos transmitted by PhilHealth to the National Treasury. Palace Press Officer and Communications Undersecretary Claire Castro said this after Associate Justice Antonio Co said during the oral arguments on March 4th that the said amount should be returned to PhilHealth. Co said President Marcos must release an order reversing the transfer of the 60 billion excess funds to the National Treasury, as it could be used to expand the state insurer's benefits package, to hire more people to implement its programs, and to answer to the public's needs. Philippines inflation drops to 2.1% in February 2025. The country's inflation rate dropped to 2.1% in February 2025, the lowest since September 2024. The Philippine Statistics Authority reported that headline inflation rate eased from 2.9% in January 2025. Inflation for the bottom 30% also fell to 1.5% in February 2025, lower than the headline inflation rate. Donald Trump says Zelenskyy wants peace, ready to accept minerals deal after White House blowup. President Donald Trump said that Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy had written to him to say he appreciates U.S. support for his country in its war with Russia and is ready to sign a deal that could ensure future American support. In a speech to Congress following last week's disastrous meeting at the White House, Trump said Zelenskyy had told him that Ukraine is ready to negotiate a peace deal with Russia as soon as possible and would accept a critical minerals agreement with the U.S. to facilitate that. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the